Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and I'm here to tell you today why your income statement, otherwise known as profit and loss report, is something that you cannot not look at. You have to make sure that you're looking at this if you really want to grow your business and you want to understand the numbers in your business and that the numbers in your business make sense. So let's have a look at what an income statement looks like. So here we have a typical income statement for this particular business. And what you can see is where the money has come in from. So how much they've made their total income is. Also, let's go through it in line actually. So that's how much they've made. They've made £52,000 in sales or services. And in order to make £52,000, they had to spend £34,000. That's what's known as your cost of sale. So the cost to make whatever it is you're making viable for sale. And then you can see what they've spent their money on. So we've got some subscriptions, we've got insurance, office supplies, rent, quite a large one. We've got telephone expenses and some utilities. And of course, we have our wages there also. So from the money that they've made, so you've got £52,000, the cost that went into producing what they made, £34,000, they actually have what's called a gross profit of £18,000. So that's what the gross profit is. And then you've got all the other costs underneath that, including we've got down here wages. And so what that's showing now is they have made a profit of £1,917.60. So they're in profit, which is good. And also, this report tells you other information. So it tells you, for example, where the profit went to. And you can see the majority of the profit went to wages, which is good because it means that you're getting paid. And I'm going to make an assumption that this is a one-man business and that this is you doing the business and you've made that £10,000 and not that you've spent it on other staff members and you yourself hasn't been paid, because we know we're all about getting paid and making sure that we get paid from our business before we do that. So at its very simplest form, this is what an income statement looks like. It shows the income, it shows where the money has gone. But we can actually break this down and take it one step further, because what is that income made from and what is that cost of sales? Now, if you're a person who you sell one thing, you might just provide a service. You may not even have cost of sales, or that might be a really minor amount. So it's the same principle. But where you can take it further is where you sell different things and you want to know whether these things are actually making you a profit or not. And the good thing with having software is you're able to change things at the press of a button, which is just going to give you the information that you need. So, for example, I'm literally going to change it from totals because I want to break it down by my products and services and see what's really happening. And you can see by me just doing that. Now let's have a look at this. So I sell bicycles and scooters. I made £27,000 sale for my bicycle. Here it is. And I also made £25,000 on my scooters. So I made a little bit more from my bicycles. Now, the cost of me making these bicycles, it cost me £8,000 to make the bicycles, which means I had a profit of £19,000. Now look at my scooters. So I made a similar amount, £25,000, but it cost me more to make the scooters, £26,000. Hence now I've made a loss. I've made a loss of £1,000. So even though overall this profit and loss statement looks good and I'm in profit at the end of the day, but this is when you take it to a next level and when you actually look at what you're providing if you have actually made a profit from them. So if my scooters aren't making me a profit, then I need to look at that. And maybe I need to decide what goes into the cost and if I can find a cheaper supplier or if I can find a better supplier but get discount. So all these things is what you can answer just by looking at your income statement. And again, I'm looking at this in a simple version because there could be so many reasons for the cost. It could be that you had to pay for something upfront, a machinery, and that you will never need to pay for that machinery again, for example. So lots of reasons as to why that could be. But what I'm trying to get at is if you're not looking at the numbers, because you could continue running your business end up making losses just because of one product that you sell. So you need to make sure you understand it and you're looking at this report to make sure that you're staying in profit because you don't want to run it at a loss. It could be better for you to just do bicycles, right? If you're making £19,000 from bicycles, sell more bicycles because it's clearly working. So it's going to answer all those questions for you. And this is why it is so important for you to look at your income statement or your profit and loss report. So I hope you enjoyed that video. It's just a basic way of making your numbers make sense. So you know I talk about things like budgets and cash flow forecasts, but it's also important that when you're running your business that you're actually looking at these reports that are going to help you to make a decision to make sure that your business can grow. Hope I see you on another video. Please remember to subscribe if you like things like this and you like information that I'm giving you. Also share with other people. See you soon.